BO7 came out a couple days ago. I don't really know. I don't really care that much, but I learned something recently that made me somewhat interested. The campaign looks really bad. There was something I saw, boss fight at the end of the game with, I guess, Harper from BO2, which is so bizarre to even think about. I don't really know what to think. Thing is, I was somewhat intrigued by the campaign when they first announced it because it was going to be co-op, which I always think is a plus. Yeah, this looks quite awful. Apparently, it's just like MW23's campaign. It's just a bunch of like Warzone shit, kind of Frankenstein stitched together. There's weapon rarities in a campaign. I thought it'd be fun to just look at some reviews of the game, some positive reviews to see what people are saying. By the way, the fact that this has an 84 on Metacritic, there really is like no better proof of like how fucked gaming journalism is than when a new Call of Duty comes out every year, and you just see all of these like 9 out of 10s, 10 out of 10s even sometimes. They literally slap like a 7 at least on every single COD. I think the lowest rated one was probably MW23 or Vanguard, but other than that, literally like all 7 and 8 out of 10s, 9 out of 10 sometimes.
Call of Duty Black Ops 7 is an incredible feat by all teams involved. There has not been a single Call of Duty game yet that has the scope of Black Ops 7 or the interconnected social experience it provides.
Yeah, like, banning people from multiplayer for saying the fuck word a little too much.
Every facet of the game, whether it was zombies, multiplayer, in-game, DevOps, Arcade 4, or campaign, feels like it was crafted passionately. Outstanding gameplay, progression systems back up a packed title. I'll be playing BO7 for a very long time.
It's the pinnacle of modern Call of Duty, blending the past with the present in a way that's worthy of the grind you'll be putting into it. I wonder how much this guy was paid to write that. It's nothing short of ambitious, expanding on the classic Call of Duty formula with more cooperative gameplay opportunities and just enough nostalgia to keep things interesting. Not all of the game's 7 pillars hold up due to light content at launch, but there's potential for post-launch seasonal content to make up for shortcomings. Black Ops 7 features some of the strongest launch content a Call of Duty's had in years. The best part, it can all be played with friends and everything you do counts towards overall progression. But more importantly, the stellar maps and addictive endgame provide ample ways to play COD how you want to. Incorporating best-in-class shooting to all these modes means that each pillar of Black Ops 7 is satisfying, exciting, and challenging. This may be the hardest COD to put down yet. That is a bold statement, digital chumps. This guy's a hardcore gamer, so let's see what he has to say. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 shouldn't work. Coming a year after the controversial BO6? Wait, what? What do you mean? What do you mean controversial BO6? I don't remember any, big hoopla except for over the AI art. I swear to God, BO6 literally, just came out. 6 years of pent-up resentment towards an irksome matchmaking system and years of increasingly abhorrent monetization, BO7 is a massive hill to climb. Despite all this, it not only works, but vastly outshines recent COD releases. Treyarch's focus on refining the mechanics of Black Ops 6, pulling back many of the franchise's controversial systems of years past, and building fun spaces to play in has paid dividends. The campaign is a mixed bag thanks to a weak overarching plot and terrible Avalon missions that are offset thanks to strong character moments in the brilliant endgame mode. MP launches in the best state it's been in years thanks to movement tweaks that put more emphasis on gunplay skill over sliding, open matchmaking, and the best set of launch maps in years. Zombies also gets a glow up thanks thanks to the brilliant Ashes of the Damned and Dead Ops Arcade 4. BO7 doesn't break the mold or make meaningful changes to the formula, but it does refine the current formula into the best launch experience that Call of Duty has had in years. BO7 is the win the franchise has been looking for. See, I'm just waiting for the day where they realize, we don't have to make Black Ops 21. We could make a new franchise. Nah. The focus on co-op play, the shared progression system, the spectacular new endgame, which will evolve over time, the zombies mode like never before, and a competitive multiplayer offering. So many maps and modes right from launch, with absolute movement in great shape and further improved, are all solid arguments that are sure to excite the series' many fans. By the way, let me just check the Steam chart for this game. Also, that's interesting that it's called co-op campaign specifically, it's not single player. And also I found out that apparently in the campaign, you cannot pause it. You can't pause the campaign solo. And they'll actually kick you out solo too, which is... And also I like that every review has to point out, yeah, this game doesn't reinvent the formula, but like how can you at this point? Like they've pretty much done everything they can at this point, and that's part of why COD is shit now. I mean, that's not the only reason. There's a lot that plays into it, but that's definitely a big part of it. It's like after, you know, 7 seasons of a TV show, eventually it's gonna wane. Whatever you think about the series and its problematic role in how the mainstream games industry works, how it is perceived, and the types of communities it engenders, this is slick, thrilling entertainment. Nowhere else will you be blasting a giant robot in a corporate science lab 1 minute and then playing a modern take on Atari's Super Sprint the next. Value matters right now. And in this, as in almost everything else, Call of Duty does not hold back. It is a maximalist paean to the ultimate troubling truth of video game design. Shooting stuff on a TV screen is a hell of a lot of fun. Oh, that's Guardian, though. That makes sense. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about, ever. Still finding time to introduce a huge, polished new game mode. It's literally just DMZ. Like, everyone's glazing this fucking endgame mode, and I don't really understand why. Like, we've already seen it before. It's not the quantum leap that the last game was, but it's still one of the best entries in the series to date. Alright, those are both very bold statements right there. I would not classify BO6 as a quantum leap. It was meh at best. It's starting to become like all the same shit. Wait, IGN still hasn't wrote the review yet? Or they haven't given their rating yet? Wait, hold on. Did IGN just make a review that's not completely glazing COD? Now, every roll of the dice pays off in the campaign, but there's enough enjoyment to be found across its 11 missions to not feel like a dud, at least when played in its co-op. Beyond that, its endgame has the seed of a good idea that could be nurtured with future efforts, but it comes across as a little repetitive and supplementary to the story BO7 is trying to tell. Satisfying gunplay and very fun movement abilities providing solid foundations. There's a reasonable mix of styles on show here, even if it doesn't fire on all cylinders. Despite being a step down from last year's campaign, it certainly takes some big swings. They just don't always land. It's not bad, it's not good, it's simply okay. That's weird coming from IGN. I really thought it was going to be like a 7 out of 10, like, oh, this game is great. This is the best Call of Duty. This is the most ambitious Call of Duty in years. Or whatever dumb shit they say every year to hype it up. I had to stop recording yesterday and I'm picking it back up. They finally added the user scores on Metacritic for this game. So now we can see what people actually think. And we can read reviews from people who aren't paid to say good things about it. So let's see what we got here. By the way, I want to point out, people can have different opinions. If you like the game, that's fine. If you're having fun with it, that's cool. I don't want to make fun of you specifically. I just kind of would recommend you refunding it and literally doing anything else with your money. Donating your money to fucking ISIS would be a more noble cause than the COD at this point. There's so many great games coming out. Go replay fucking Shadow of War, or go replay Red Dead 2 like I've been doing lately. Go play Battlefield 6 for Christ's sake. Like, there's so many good games to play. I just don't get why you'd still play COD. So far, the only complaints I see are the campaign and the use of AI. Other than that, the game is way better than BO6. The multiplayer TTK is great, map sizes are good, BO2 maps are good, and most importantly, the skill-based matchmaking is awesome for casual players and non-tryhard players. Zombies experience is great. Launch map is great. Cursed and survival mode are a great addition. Overall, there's nothing to complain about zombies. They only have to focus on great seasons, and this game can easily be better than BO6. Alright, see, that's the problem. Is that BO6, when it came out, was probably the most content-rich COD we've had in a really long time. And it still got really boring within, like, a month or two. So... And that goes back to what I was saying before about, like, just relying on updates to fix the game. Like, you can't do that. Game of the year. Best FPS game of the year for sure. Jeff Keighley, please give them the prize. Oh, God. For me, this game is much better than BO6. I mean, like everything, skill-based matchmaking, movement, graphics, shooting, sliding, weapon attachments, score streaks, maps, optimization, operators, weapons, camo, anti-cheat. I think for all that we should say, thanks to haters in BF6, without them this wouldn't happen. I see that user scores are insanely bad. I'm sure it's 99% skill issue. Yeah. That's always the number one defense every COD fanboy has. It's just, oh, you're just not good at the game. COD was always a sweaty game, and it's a big problem for new players or guys who just want to have fun after a job. But if you ain't a sweaty player, you ain't gonna have fun at all. CS2 have more issues and more sweaty community and everything is fine. People loves it.
Enough from the clown!
That's not the same thing though. COD is like a much more casual game. Counter-Strike is literally designed to be a competitive experience. It's literally 5v5, no respawn. Like, that's not even the same type of game. Like, what do you on about? If you ain't ready to lose some games, then maybe you need to find something else to spend your time more positive. Guys who says that BF6 much better, go play BF6. Can't see any problems with that. Of course, BO7 ain't perfect. COD launcher still being worse in the game industry. This guy's a terrible writer. Anti-cheat still ain't work like we want. Blueprint's awful like they always was. But let's be honest, it's 10 times better than BO6. Can't say nothing about campaign because I didn't play it yet. But I'm sure it's only for 20% people who knows lore Black Ops. About price, yes, it's insane. DLC can't cost $80 even if it's good, but you have a great offer. Go to Xbox app if you PC player and buy Game Pass for $5 a month and enjoy it. Game gonna have only 6 seasons. That means you need only $30 to close each season, and every battle pass, $30 is a good price. If you're a PlayStation boy, well, sad news. This is kind of the problem I have with COD is like, the fan base is just, they not only like accept the shit that gets thrown at them, but they actually like have learned to encourage it, which is really weird. By the way, $5 a Game Pass a month is complete bullshit, unless that was a typo or something. Lies. Yeah, no, that's not a thing. Only $30 to close every season for every battle pass. By the way, let's take a look at the battle pass. Let's see if this is worth. Oh, it's not available yet. So why is he talking about battle passes? The campaign is the worst COD campaign ever, but as a regular campaign, it's okay. What does that mean? Multiplayer is easily the best since MW3 in 2023, but it's better considering they finally got rid of skill-based matchmaking years past and changed it back to how it used to be. You know, I'm glad that that's a thing. That sounds like a good change, but for me, it's like too little, too late. If it was a couple years ago, I might have gotten back into COD just for that, but... Best coop, game wary, funny, single coop, best game zombie, best game, multi-mess game, my best COD game.
What the fuck is this?
Multiplayer and zombies is good. Nobody buys COD for campaign, but it's the cool thing to hate COD joke user reviews. Yeah, I mean, I admit, like, the whole Call of Duty bad thing does get a little, like, repetitive after a while, but at the same time, it's like, you don't really have much good to say about it. Ooh, this guy's writing a novel. He's going on a rant. All right, let's read this. I honestly don't know why I'm even trying to write this, since the section is already drowning in one-star tantrums from professional outrage artists and Battlefield 6 loyalists. Apparently, BO7's always online requirement blank their lives, and the trippy narrative elements didn't fit into the narrow worldview of people who treat realism in video games like a religion. Whatever the outrage of the week is, I still want to say a few genuine words about Black Ops 7. I play the new Call of Duty almost every year. Usually sticking to the campaign and occasionally dipping into co-op or zombies. Black Ops 7 exceeded every pessimistic expectation I had. The co-op campaign is pure fun, even with randoms. The explosions, the chaos, the absurdity of it all, I enjoyed every second. I was never bored, and I didn't come here looking for political depth, gritty moral lessons, or some grand realistic statement anyway. I came for the bride, and BO7 absolutely delivered. So, I haven't played the campaign. From what I could see, there was no delusions or illusions like from the beginning that it was gonna be anything like that. It was obviously gonna be different than like what we were expecting. That doesn't make it good just because it's unique and different. Something can be unique and still be a pile of steaming shit. So according to this guy, the only reason people hate this game is because they're Battlefield 6 fanboys and they are professional outrage artists, like as if they're getting paid to write reviews. on the user reviews section, by the way. Played with my friends, had a blast. Ignore the hate. So much in this game package that there's something for everybody. I appreciate they're trying something new, where everything doesn't necessarily land. It's a good, dumb, fun game. Again, fair enough. But does it really warrant a 10 out of 10? I think that campaign is the only thing bringing this down, but not including that end game, a really fun mode. Multiplayer, a real return to form. Zombie, a fun game mode that actually has good atmosphere. Does it really though? Like from my perspective, all the newest zombies literally all looks the exact same. I think that this game is an MW3 situation where it will be beloved by the community and will be called the best COD game of the modern era. By the way, people at Call of Duty who title your games, which is Activision, you really need to fucking start going back to the drawing board with that. Because until MW4 comes out, everyone's just gonna keep being confused about the Modern Warfare series. Like, both of them. See what I mean? Like, it's so confusing to people who aren't familiar with it. I don't even know what the fuck this says. Someone translate that for me, please. Wonderful game. Movement's very good. I thought it'd be very futuristic, but it wasn't. There are no jets, just a push off the wall. What do you mean jets? Do you mean like jet packs? Like Advanced Warfare? See, I thought that's what the game was gonna be, but apparently it's just wall jumping is like the movement. Well, I think that's all. Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't even. That was only sorting by PC. Oh, let's see what the Xbox players get. It's good. Such forced hate. It's pathetic how disingenuous the gaming community has become. BO7 has made all the right moves in listening to the community. This is the COD everyone should be rallying behind. And again, I have to point this out. It might seem like they're listening right now, but give it another month, and after Season 1 update, it's going to be like complete radio silence for like the rest of the year. They're going to shadow drop the rest of the updates, and the whole player base is just going to die off within like 3 months. If even that. Like 3 months is generous, honestly. A COD game usually dies around December to January. Let's see what the last gen reviews are saying. Okay, there's none. What about Xbox One? Okay, it's overwhelming dislike on Xbox One. Wow. PS5 reviews? Let's see what people are saying. The woke right hate tube channels are turning gamers into seething Karens. Would have given it a 7, but because of the woke right review bombing, it got us 10. Is the campaign bad? Yes. Is zombies bad? No. Is multiplayer bad? No. Is in-game bad? No. So according to the woke right review bombing, that justifies giving it a 10. He just admitted it's like only a 7, which means it's good. It's not great, but it's like good. But he just said, just because people are hating on it, I'm gonna give it a 10. Like, is that where we're at now? Do we have to cling to whatever we can with these newest games? BO7's a great game online. Finally, no disbanding lobbies, no skill. Okay, that's actually a good thing. If that's true, that's nice. I would like that. Now just make a good game and then have all this good stuff in it, and I'll check it out maybe. Gunfights feel amazing along with wall jumping. Campaign zombies are great. Don't get all the hate. Very addictive COD game. You've all been warned. And also another thing I've noticed people saying is like the gunplay is amazing. It's like, yeah, no shit. It's COD. Like that's the one thing they do right every year. That's kind of what they have to do right to make the game playable. If the shooting was bad, then yeah, like no one would even give this a chance. Reviewing only multiplayer. Haven't bought any COD since Cold War. BO7 isn't just a rehash or reskin. The new core mechanics work well. Overall, there are good maps. It's a good experience if you haven't tried COD in a few years. I'll easily pour 100+ hours into just multiplayer. That is insane. That is honestly crazy. But fair enough. I mean, it's another MW23 situation to me, where like the game came out a year after the game in that franchise that just came out last year. And you could tell it was really rushed. You could tell Treyarch was under a lot of heat, like to try to get both of these games made. And honestly, it makes a lot of sense considering how fast BO6 died off. That's why the game got so fucking boring. It's because they were working on multiplayers in line with last year with much more customization, camouflage, and better map. The zombie mode is really successful. Is it? With a sublime launch map, a serious Easter egg, and modes that the community wanted. As for the campaign, doing it solo has no... The story is sorely lacking in originality. So did they actually bring back like the classic zombie mode? Cursed, limiting perks, removing ammo caches, power-ups, unique benefits, gold armor. Well, that wasn't in the game. See, that's what I was gonna say. So if they're doing a classic zombies mode, I really don't think it's gonna be that good anyway, because they're still not gonna get rid of all the Warzone elements in zombies, like armor plates. Like, why do we need gold armor? Why can't you just give us the shield, the craftable shield again? I know it sounds like I'm just bitching for no reason, but holy shit, man. Like, just give up, honestly. Just give up on this franchise. And again, if you like this game, I really don't want you to feel ashamed or anything, but what I do want from you is to not be under any illusion that it's some kind of like innovative work of art. It's a Call of Duty game. Again, there's not really much I can actually say about the game because I haven't played it, and also I don't really need to because I played it last year. So yeah, there you go. And I know like no one takes critics seriously, but holy shit. Again, the fact that this has an 84. This is the second highest rated Black Ops game of all time on Metacritic, by the way. I just want you to let that sink in. And there's only 16 reviews too, so that's really unfair, I think. That's just so disingenuous. Like that makes people think, well, wow, this might actually be a good game. But no, it's not. Look at the user score. Always believe the audience/user score on like these types of websites. Or not always believe it, but you know, take the user scores more seriously, because the critics, they just, if it's some like corporate thing, they're just gonna be paid off to say good things about it. So don't even trust what they fucking say, because they don't care.
Enough! Enough!